I'm really hoping the glare isn't going to be that bad, but...
Hi, Bubba. You want to join me?
Come on, one more time. No? Okay, you've given up. Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to A Royal Reader. My name is Bambi and you cannot see my eyes because of these glasses. Well, that just... bloody hell. Hello everybody, welcome back to A Royal Reader. My name is Bambi and today we are going to be doing my April TBR. So, for the month of April, it is obviously the O.W.L's Magical Readathon, which is hosted by Book Roast. If you do not know what I'm talking about, which will be very surprising, basically this readathon is inspired by the O.W.Ls that the Harry Potter students take during the whole Harry Potter world of it. And so each of the different subjects has a prompt that will be targeted towards a book. So for the O.W.Ls, which are the exams that you have to take for these subjects, they will lead you to having a career, a magical career. So for the career that I decided to pick, it was originally going to be a writer or a journalist, but unfortunately I actually don't have a contemporary on my shelf, or at least one that I kind of want to read. I have a love-hate relationships with contemporaries and I just realized that my shirt is matching with my blanket. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so the other career, which is the one that I'm going to be doing, is a librarian, which I think is kind of funny. But anyway, so for the subjects that I have to study for, I have Arithmancy, Defense Against the Dark Arts, History of Magic, and Transfiguration. So, oh, and Ancient Ruins. So I have 5 books already on my TBR thanks to this challenge. Each of these subjects obviously has a prompt for a book that I have to read. So let's get into those quickly. For the Ancient Ruins, the prompt is to read a book that has a heart on the cover or the title. Now, I know a lot of people have already picked this book for this because it just ticks the box so perfectly. Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Heart is in the name and I believe there is meant to be a heart on the cover, but right now looking at it I can't see it. But anyway, oh, there is, in the crown. So that ticks my box for Ancient Ruins. This has been on my TBR for literally ages and I believe it is sort of like a backstory to the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, so I am very excited to read it. Next we have Arithmancy, and that is to read a book that is outside your favorite genre. So for that I actually have a book that I did. What are you doing, child? This video is so chaotic. So for this, I actually have a book that I did not finish in March, and that is Aurora Rising. Now, I can't show you the front cover of it, once again, because there we go. So it is Aurora Rising by Kristoff and Amie Kauffman. I am about 50% of the way through. I read the first chapter of it, and I thought I was absolutely going to hate this book. I thought I was going to DNF it because our main character Tyler was just not vibing with me, but I continued reading and I can definitely say I am loving this so far. I love all the characters. It's incredible. This story is about our main character Tyler, who is the best of the best, finishing top of his class in the Space Academy Aurora Legion, I believe. And he is getting ready for his graduation ceremony where he can pick which members of his cohort that he wants to have on his squad. Now, unfortunately, as he is getting ready, he decides to answer a distress signal from a supposedly vanished ship from 100 years ago. He decides to go and answer it, thus becoming late to his graduation ceremony, and which leaves him to end up having to pick his squad from the barrel, bottom of the barrel. You know the saying. While he was answering that distress signal, he actually rescued a girl who was stuck in a cryopod who was still alive somehow, even after all these years. So we then follow their journey together as she accidentally stows away on his ship as him and his crew leave for their very first mission. It's interesting. I am so super excited, and they just got to this like part of the book where they're entering like this bar, and the very first thing I thought of was the bar scene from Star Wars. I literally had the Cantina band song stuck in my head. That's literally the first thing that came into my head the moment I started to read what they were doing. It was amazing. Anyway, so that is going to be my book for Arithmancy. Next, we have the History of Magic, and obviously for this, I have to read a book that is about witches or wizards, and that is going to be... I had two originally on my list, but I'm reading a lot of big books this month, and so I kind of just went, I don't think I'm going to get around to reading this if I put it on my TBR. So I decided to pick a different one, and that is The Witch's Kiss by Elizabeth and Catherine Core. So this is about a girl who is an average teenager, but she's a witch, and then a boy comes into her life, and he is apparently part of an evil centuries-old curse that she has to break. And it's about true love's kiss, and I am really excited for it. So yeah, and plus look at that cover, look how cool it is. And I love the spine, how it's red too. So that's that book. I was originally going to be reading The Diviners by Librarian, but she's a thick one, and I'm already reading 3 books that are over 400 pages. So yeah. So the next subject is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and for that prompt you have to read a book that is set by the sea or by the coast. Now for this one, I may be cheating a little bit because I don't really know, but I'm going to be reading Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Now I think this is set by the sea or near the ocean because the map is like an island, I want to say, and plus on the back it's like a beach ocean type thing, you know, so you can't see, there we go, maybe that's better for you. That's better. There we go, you can see, so I'm hoping, I don't know, I don't really actually know too much about this. This has been sitting on my shelf for like years, so I'm hoping I enjoy it because I would like to get into another fantasy series, and I do know that Morgan Rhodes is a really big favorite of a lot of people's, so yeah. And the back of it just sounds amazing as well. So the last subject that I have to read for is Transfiguration, and that is to read a book that has shapeshifters in it. I picked up Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I believe this has werewolves and stuff in it. I am slightly cheating, I'm going off what everybody else is saying. So this is going to be the one that I used to take my prompt. I am super excited about this. It's a big one, so I'm hoping I can get to it. I'm slightly intimidated, but I know I'm going to absolutely love this and fly through it because it is a Sarah J. Maas book. So I am very excited to read this, and I will be definitely filling you guys in on my thoughts. And the last book that I have set on my TBR, I say set because I am a bit of a mood reader, so if I don't really want to be reading something, I'll pick up something else that might not be on my TBR to begin with, which is probably what you guys saw from my March wrap-up. I read 3 different books that weren't originally on the TBR, so as I said, but this one is definitely going to be on my TBR, and that is Nevernight by Kristoff. I am going to be reading this for the very first time, and I am buddy reading this with a lovely friend of mine that I've made over on Bookstagram. She runs the account Bookish Lucy, and we have just been talking, and we decided that we were going to buddy read this together. So I'm very super excited. It's going to be my very first buddy read, and it's going to be her first buddy read as well, and we're both really big fans of this, so we've heard amazing things about it, and I can't wait to start reading this with her. It's going to be super exciting, so I will keep you guys updated on that as well. This is all of the books that I have to read for April, and I am absolutely terrified because they're all really big. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are participating in the hours down below in the comments, and come and chat to me over on Twitter and Instagram. I would love to be bookish friends with you all, and I believe everybody needs a bit of a friend at the moment, especially with what's happening. So please let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. Let me know what books you're going to be reading this month down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and you enjoyed them. No spoilers though, thank you. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in another video later on.